سبحان الله والحمد لله سبحان الله والحمد لله سبحان الله والحمد لله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فتعالى الله لملك الحق فتعالى الله لملك الحق فتعالى الله لملك الحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وبعد السلام عليكم my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I am an Nigerian from Nigeria, indigent of Niger State, Edati local government, inside Niger State, a village called Gowo inside Edati local government. That is where I'm from, that's my hometown, and that's my village. I'm in the tribe. This is my number 75 video. So I come to this Lagos now, sponsor television, so I'm living inside Lagos in Ogo area, Lagos City in Ogo area. Masalacha say Lagos so every time when you come to that model, what 5 into 1 day. My business is silence, one small 5 into I'm selling. So today's topic is about the second translation of the Holy Quran. Today's topic is about the numbers, those numbers that we used to mix up, like phone number, engine number, all those numbers that we to mix them up. From there we got phone number, like this series numbers, engine numbers, you find them mixing of recharge card numbers. Where, how those one, how did they got those number, how did they mix it up? Mix the number up. When you check the recharge card number, you find it mixed up. 5 will be at the starting, or 7 will be at the starting, or 9 will be at the starting, or you will see this one in the middle, see this one. All that mixed up. So you see, that's what I want to explain. So that one, that mixing of number, all that one is in the second translation of the Quran. There's another knowledge of the, there's another part of knowledge of the second translation of the Quran from FATIHA to NASI, which number that we're counting. So you see, so first translation of the Quran from FATIHA to NASI, that's Arab language, that's Arab video Quran in. And then you can translate the Quran from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entirely. That's the first translation of the Quran. Then, when you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you see, there you say, in the name of Allah, you translate it, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. You see, that is the translation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then that's the first translation of Quran from FATIHA to NASI, which is Arab language, that's Arab the Quran in. And then you can translate the Quran from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entirely. That's the first translation. Then again, when you come to the word NASI, NASI, which is mankind, people, human being. You see, that is first translation of Quran from FATIHA to NASI, which is Arab language, that's Arab the Quran in, and then you can translate the Quran from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entirely. Then when we come to the second translation of Quran from FATIHA to NASI, that's the number that we are counting. Those numbers that we are counting is a question to you. How did we got those numbers? Where did they come from? Where did we got them from? Then those numbers, that is the second translation of one from FATIHA to NASI, what number that we are counting. Then, when you come to the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, the second translation of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, when you count the alpha of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, you saw it 19. Then that is where number 19 started. That's where it began. You see, any verse in the Holy Quran, when you count the alpha of that verse, any number that reads, any number that stops, then that's foundation. That number, that's where that number began. Then that number, that's the number of the angel Allah said that are guidance of whatever Allah said in that verse. Then that number, that's the number that we use in counting. We count all the results in the Allah created and then the thing that we manufacture. Then when we go to the Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, when you count the alphabet Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you saw it 19. Then that's the beginning of 19, that's foundation of 19. Number 19. Then that number 19, that's the number of the angel as I said that are guidance of whatever as I said in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Then the proof about that, when you say Bismillah, you see, when you come to, you say in the name of Allah. Then Ar-Rahman, Bismillah ar-Rahman. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, which is Ar-Rahman. You see, Allah is Ar-Rahman in this world. Bismillah ar-Rahman. Then Allah is Ar-Rahman in this world. When Allah is talking about Rahman, Allah is Ar-Rahman in this world. Then Rahman ar-Rahim, Allah is Ar-Rahim in the after. Then in the after, there's Jahannam and Jannah. Then this 19 angel, they are the angels as I said that are guidance of the world entirely. This 19 angel, they are the angels as I said that are guidance of the hellfire. This 19 angel, they are the angels as I said that are guidance of paradise. Then Jahannam and Jannah, meaning hell, fire and paradise all together is in the heaven. Then Allah is Ar-Rahim in the heaven. Rahman, Rahim, Rahim, Rahim. So you see, then, so you see, so all together, 19 angels. Then when you all together, this world, Bismillah ar-Rahman, Allah is Ar-Rahman in this world. So Allah is talking about this world. Then this 19 angels, they are the angels that are guidance of whatever in this world. Then Rahman Rahim, Allah is Rahim in the after. Then in the after there's Jahannam and Jannah. Then this 19 angels, they are the angels that are guidance of the hellfire. Jahannam. This 19 angels, they are the angels that are guidance of paradise. Meaning Jannah. Then Jahannam and Jannah all together is in the heaven. Then Allah is Rahim in the heaven. Rahim, Rahim, Rahim. So you see, all together, then when you count Alpha Bismillah ar-Rahman, you saw it 19. Then this 19 angels, they are the angels that Allah said that are guidance of whatever Allah say in Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Then that is foundation of number 19. That's why it's begin. That's why it's starting. Then this number 19, that number we use in counting, we count all the churches Allah created and then the thing that we manufacture. So you see it. We count all the churches Allah created 19, 19, 19, and then the thing that we manufacture 19, 19, 19, 19. Then again, when we come to the word NASI, you see NASI. The word NASI has 2 alpha. When you count the alpha of NASI is 2, which is Sinun and Nunu. You see, that's 2. Then that number 2, that foundation of number 2, that's where it begins, that's where it started. Then, that number 2, that's the number of the angel ancestors that are guided of each mankind. That is the number of the angel that Allah said that are guidance of each mankind. And then the Quran about that when we go to FATIHA chapter 18, 1 verse. Chapter 18 of the Holy Quran. Chapter 82 of the Holy Quran verse 18 said, chapter 82 of the Quran verse 11 said, Kiraman Katibin Ya'lamuna ma taf'alun. That's 2 angels. Kiraman, that is 2 angels. Katibin, they are writing. Ya'lamuna ma taf'alun. They know whatever each one of it is doing. Look at it. Then this 2 angels. That's the angel as I said that are guidance of each mankind. So you see, then when you count the alpha of NASI, that is 2. Sinun and Nunu, that's 2 alpha. Then that's number 2. That's why number 2 started, that's why it began. Then that number 2, that's the number of angels that said that are guidance of each mankind. Then that number 2, that's where it began, that's where it started. Then that number 2, that's the number it means in counting, we count all natures and Allah created 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then that we refer to 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So you see? So you see it? So, second translation, when you count the alpha verse in the whole one, any number that reaches, any number that solves, that's foundation of that number, that's where it began, that's where it started. Then that number, that's the number of the angel that Allah said that are guidance of whatever Allah said in that verse. Then that number, that's where it began, that's where it started. Then that number, that's the number we use in counting, we count all the angels Allah created We count all the natural things that Allah created and then the thing that we manufacture. That's it. Then when we come to the numbers that they are mixing up at a time, in recharge card, in telephone numbers, series numbers, engine numbers, gears numbers, you'll find it mixing up. Then look at how it is. When you come to the Alpha of the Holy Quran, if you go to the Alpha of the Holy Quran, then you now take among the Alpha of the Holy Quran, which is Alif, Ba, Ta, Sa, Jim, Ha, Ka, Dal, Zal, Ra, Zay, Sinu, Shinu, Swar, Dor, To, Zong, Ainun, Gain, Fa, Kaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Nun, Wa, Ha, Lam, Alif, Hamza, Ya. Then you now pick one alpha. Maybe you take Sinu. Then when you take Sinu, you now go the verse, you now go inside the verse in the whole one. You now find Sinu. That alpha Sinu in the verse. Then immediately when you see Sinun either in the beginning of the verse or in the end of towards ending of the verse, then anyway maybe you see this Sinun in the middle of the verse. So what you do, you start counting from the beginning of the verse. You started counting alpha of that verse. When you are counting, reach where Sinun is, then immediately when you reach there, if the number he gave to you is 7 or 40, then that is the foundation. Then that's foundation. That's why I begin. At that particular time that you count from the starting of that verse, alphas of that verse, when you reach where Sinun is, immediately when you reach there, then you will now stop. Any number you got there, you now bring it outside. Then again, you now go to the alpha of the one. You now find alpha. Maybe you look for the what is Ha'un. Then Ha'un. If Ha'un, alpha of the one, if it is in the verse, inside the verse is at towards ending of the verse, then you now start counting. When you count it, immediately when you reach where Ha'un is, then you now, any number he gave it to you, you now bring it outside. Then again you go to the alpha of the one. You now take off. Then when you take off, then you now come to the verse of the one. Then you now find where coffee is. If the coffee is at the starting of the verse of the one, then you started counting. When you started counting the alpha of that verse, immediately when you reach where coffee is, then any number you got there, then you now bring it outside. Then again you see go to the alpha of the one. You now pick another alpha. Maybe you pick wow. When you pick wow, then again you go to the verse of the one. You look for the wow. If wow is at the starting of the verse, then you started counting. When you count, when you reach where wow is, then any number you got there, you don't bring it outside. That is how they used to join numbers of number of recharge card that you see it mixed up. You see like the number of telephone, you'll find it mixed up. The number of serious number, you'll find it engine number. That's how you see it. That's how it is mixed up. The way you find those numbers mixed up, then how do they mix it up? That is how they used to mix those numbers up. That's how those numbers is mixed up. That's how those numbers used to mixed up. Then again, So see, this is how it is. Those numbers that you see in recharge card, you find the numbers mixed up. And the telephone number, you find it mixed up. Answer number, telephone number, you find it mixed up. Engine numbers, gear number, you find 5 at the starting, you'll see 8 at one end, you'll see this one, you'll see 8 at the middle, you'll see 1 at the end, you'll see 2 at the towards end, you'll see this one, you see it mixed up. So that mixing of those numbers you are saying, this is how it is. Immediately when you pick alpha of the Holy Quran, immediately when you pick it, if it is vowel, then you will now go to the verse, the whole one. Anywhere that the vowel is, if that vowel is towards ending, then you start counting. When you count the alpha of that verse, immediately when you reach where vowel is, any number you got there, you bring it outside. You will now go to the alpha of the Quran. You will now take another alpha. If it is ta'un, then when you take that alpha ta'un, then you now go to the verse of the Quran, and you now count it. When you count it, you now find where ta'un is. When you now find where ta'un is, maybe the ta'un is at the beginning of the verse. Then what you do, you started counting. When you started counting the alpha of that verse, any number, immediately when you reach where ta'un is, any number you got there, then you now bring it outside. Then again, you still take alpha of the Quran. You still take one alpha of the Quran again. You still take another alpha of the Quran. You take ya'un. When you take ya'un, then you now go to the verse of the Quran. You now find where ya'un is. Then, if ya'un is towards the beginning of the verse, then what you do, you started counting the alpha of that verse. Any number, immediately when you reach where ya'un is, any number you go there, then you now bring it outside. That is how. So those numbers, then you now come and join them together. Those numbers that you go there, you now come and join them together. When you join them, that is how you will see on a chat card, you will see the number is mixed up. Yeah, that's how you see a telephone number, you find it mixed up. 5 at the beginning, 07 at the beginning, this one at towards ending, this one is at end, 2 is at the middle. Look at it, mixed up. So look at it. That's how those numbers is mixed up in engine number. When you check on top of engine, you'll find the number. When you check on top of engine, you'll find the numbers mixed up. Yes, you'll find the number mixed up. All serious numbers, you'll find it mixed up. That's how it is. So you see, that is another knowledge of the second translation of the Holy Quran. And philosophy behind it has no end. That's it. Then again, when we come to the still about the mathematics, that is mathematics, about mathematics. You see, the time of Prophet Yusuf, that is a division. I'm talking of division. That's a number 64 video. This is 5 video. This is number 75 video. 74 video. This 75 video. Then I'm talking about bearing. I'm talking about a division. When Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam said that 7 years you will experience water, and then the harvest that you harvest, what you harvest, it is little from it you eat. Then the other verse said that all what you gather that you harvest, 7 years, 7 hard years will come. All that one that you gather, you will eat there. It is only little you remain. So you see this particular prayer that you are saying it. That is division. That's division. That's division, which is when you go Surah Al-Yusuf, chapter 12 of the Holy Quran, verse. That's the vision. Verse 47, 48, 47 said, قالت تزرعون سبع سنين دابا فما حصدتم فذروه في سنبله إلا قليلا مما يأكلون. You see? So for 7 years, for 7 consecutive years, you shall sow as usual, and then the harvest which you reap shall live in the years, all except a little of it you may eat. Then verse 48 said, ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك سبع شداد يأكل ما قدمتم لهن إلا قليلا مما تحصنون. Then will come after that 7 hard years, which will devote what you have laid by in advance for them, all except a little of that which you have gathered. Look at it. There is the vision, meaning the first year, 7 years, they will harvest, and then they will keep the food. It's only little they will eat from it. Then the other years, the other verse, the 7 hard years will come. Whatever they harvest, they will eat it, all except a little. It will remain. This is the vision, and then this is the vision that we are saying. When you go to the verse in the whole one, then you count the verse of the Quran, alpha of the verse of the Quran. If that alpha of that verse in the Quran is 40, the number is top is 40, then that's the foundation of that number. That's why it began, that's why it started. Then you now bring that 40 outside. Then from there you now go to you now count alpha of the Quran. If it is 18 or 19, if it is 19, then let us put it 19. Then you now count. If it is 19, if that alpha of that verse is one top 19, then that's variation number 19. That's why it begins. That's why it started. They will now bring that number 19 outside. Then let us go to the Bismillah Rahman Rahim. When you count alpha Bismillah is 19, that's foundation of 19. That's number 19. That's why it begins. That's why it started. Then you now bring that number 19 outside. When you bring it outside, then from there you now come and make a division. You now say the term 19 divided by 40. 19 divided by 40. It will give you 2 remainder 2. So that 2, that is 19 up to 2. That will enter 40. Then it will enter 2. Remainder 2. Then that 2, that is 38. Then it will remain 2. Then that 38 that we are seeing, that is the amount of the food that they kept. Then the little they eat on it, that is remaining 2 at the top. Remainder 2. That remainder. That's a remaining 2 that remain at top. That is the little that they will eat from it. You see? That's the 7. That's the first. That is verse 47. Then the other hard years, 7 hard years, when it comes, whatever they harvest, they will eat it all except a little. They will remain. Then here again, you see, go to the verse of the one. When you count the alpha of the verse, if it is 40, then the number 40, then that's foundation, that number, that's where it begins, that's where it starts. Then you now take that number outside, bring it outside. Then again, you now go to the Bismillah Rahman, you count the alpha of Bismillah, you saw it 19. Then that is number 19, that's where it begins, that's where it starts. Then you now bring that number 19 outside. From there, you now come and make a division. Say that's a 19 divided by 40. 40, that's 19 divided by 40. It will give you 2 remainder 2. Then that 2 remainder 2, meaning 19 has entered 40 into 2 times. Then that 19, when you add 19 plus 19, that's 38. That's 38. So you see that 2 times it enter 40. That's making 38. Then that 38 that you are seeing, that's all the food that they harvest. the food that they have kept, they have eaten all except little they remain. That's the remainder too. That remainder that two that remain, that's the little that they remain. That is the verse 48. Verse 48. Another 7 hard years. When it comes, this how it is. So you see, this is the vision. Then again, bearing. When you go to the time, when you go to Surah Al-Kahfi chapter 18, verse 60. When Prophet Musa alayhi salam traveled, said that I will travel on the sea to see the junction between the sea. That's a bearing. That's a bearing. When you continue going the philosophy behind this mathematics from the Holy Quran, mathematics direct from the Holy Quran has no end. So that's a part of the knowledge of second translation Quran, Prophet Nasir. Then this one that I'm talking about is those numbers that you find in the chat card in answer, this is a telephone number, answer number, telephone number, engine, gear number, all those numbers that you find a mixed serial number, you find them mixed up. Then how they mix it up, how it's mixed up, how the number is mixed up, how they mix the number up. So that's what I show you through the Quran. That's another part of knowledge of the second translation Quran. From FATIHA to NASI with number that we're counting. So I think, so that's it. That's it. So I think this one got to stop. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.